the fire. Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been a...
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Open man, there's Tim Tebow. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You got 3. 3 down. Take 4.
Mike 22, he's
Go. Get out there. Go 47.
Mike 22. Come to my work. We want it.
Here's Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
26 Mike. I'm coming.
Throwing to start the drive. Jackson dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, check 24.
From the gun, Jackson.
Watch quick.
And going deep downfield for Boykin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Switch.
No, we change it.
Sit on. Get him. You got it. Finish up. Finish it up.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
26 Mike.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
No, we change it.
Finish up.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
26 Mike. Here we go.
Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
24 is the Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
24 is the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That's caught. Downfield, it's Tebow. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. I'm on. Banjo. 24 is the mic.
Prescott to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throw right side, that's Tebow. Touchdown, Washington. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And Washington has retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, report. Report.
27. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Jackson. And this will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Hey, check Mike 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Sit on. Sit on. 180. Ready, shot.
Shit.
13. Hey, middle.
Show it up. Rush in.
And Jackson throwing once more. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. VsKam for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Prescott looks to throw on first. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, that's for Tebow, but intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Undercrunch. Check the backer, check the backer.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Mike 27. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hatchet.
They go play action with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And VsKam's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
26 Mike. Switch out.
Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Nice shot. 26 Mike. I got one. Shoot.
To throw is Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, Jackson. And returning right back to Boykin. Touchdown! Miles Boykin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
24's the mic. Let's go.
He'll get that left side. Here's Tebow. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And some room to roam now. Still going. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Duvernay. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Yo. What is hot? Intended. Check six guard. Kill, 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 kill. No, no, no. Off, off, off.
Jackson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Finish it up. Hey, hey, report. Report. Report, report.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I want that. Hey, Ozzy, Ozzy, sit up. Give me that ball.
Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Runs through the count. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Jackson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Switch. Check 31.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin from 10 yards out. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gostkowski with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To the middle, he's got Tebow. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
22, 22. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the slant. 22, 22.
Here's Prescott. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. picked off near the 26. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room. Oh, nice move. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to.
But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them,
they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Here we go, here we go. Check 15, check 15.
Jackson to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point good by VsKam. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
You just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete.